Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Cowboys fight off teams to sign all-UFL league leader in upside move, report. The Dallas Cowboys are adding one of the UFL's top players as linebacker Willie Harvey Jr. is heading to Big D. The Cowboys hosted Harvey for a June 11, 2024 workout and the front office appears to have liked what they saw. Dallas was not the only team interested in Harvey as NFL Network's Tom Pelissero reported that other franchises were in the mix as well. All-UFL LB Willie Harvey Jr. plans to sign with the Cowboys, per source, Pelissero detailed in a series of June 18 messages on X. Harvey had interest from several other teams. But last week's workout with Dallas went well and now he'll be signing once his UFL release is official. It may not be a splashy signing for the Cowboys, but there is plenty to like about adding Harvey. For starters, Dallas could use depth at linebacker. The Cowboys have had success in the past turning to other leagues to land sleepers, including versatile returner Cavonte Turpin. Harvey has NFL experience spending time with the Cleveland Browns prior to joining the UFL. The Cowboys have had some success in this area the last couple of years, signing Cavonte Turpin and then Brandon Aubrey after they had been in the USFL, The Athletic's John Machota detailed in a June 18 message on X. The hashtag Cowboys will work out all-UFL LB Willie Harvey Jr. on Tuesday, per source. Harvey, who appeared in 4 games with the hashtag Browns from 2019 to 21, led the UFL in tackles and all linebackers in tackles for loss, passes defended and forced fumbles. It will likely not surprise Cowboys fans to learn that the franchise is being criticized for a quiet offseason. ESPN's Seth Walder ranked the Cowboys offseason as the number 30 team out of 32 franchises, earning a dismal D+. In fact, their most notable offseason move was not signing wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, linebacker Micah Parsons or Prescott to new deals, Walder detailed in a June 18 article titled, 2024 NFL Offseason, Grading Moves, Changes for All 32 Teams. The last is the most problematic. Prescott cannot be franchise tagged after this season, which means if the Cowboys do not sign him to a new deal, he could enter next offseason as a true free agent. If Dallas is having second thoughts about Prescott based on how the 2023 season ended, it shouldn't. Prescott finished second in QBR and was an MVP candidate up until the end. The Cowboys are fortunate to have a franchise QB and shouldn't risk losing him, Walder added. The Cowboys let offensive tackle Tyron Smith walk to the Jets for cheap, just $6.5 million fully guaranteed, and while they have other players who can play tackle, Terrence Steele, Chuma Edoga, Tyler Smith and first-round pick Tyler Guyton, Smith is coming off a strong season and could have been an asset for a team with Super Bowl aspirations. It will be interesting to see if Dallas makes more moves as training camp nears. For now, the Cowboys have had an underwhelming offseason after making an early exit in the postseason. Report, Dallas Cowboys insider gives jaw-dropping update on Dak Prescott's contract demands following Trevor Lawrence deal. The Dallas Cowboys have put themselves in a tough position. Dallas has become one of the strangest anomalies in the NFL since Dak Prescott took over as the starting QB in 2016. Season after season, Prescott performs as well as the top quarterbacks in the NFL for the first 17 games, but chokes in the playoffs and the Cowboys have an early exit. Dak Prescott finished the regular season as a strong MVP candidate after wrapping up one of the best campaigns of his NFL career. The Dallas Cowboys QB led the NFL in several key categories with 4,516 passing yards, third, 36 touchdowns, first, 9 interceptions, and a QBR of 72.7, second in the NFL. So when the end of the season came, Jerry Jones and the Cowboys brass found themselves in an all-too-familiar position. With Prescott nearing the end of his last major contract extension, Dallas has to either sign him to a new long-term deal or let him play out the final year of his contract, giving him all the leverage following the 2024 campaign. Despite his postseason struggles, Prescott is ranked by PFF as the number 6 QB in the NFL heading into 2024. Only Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes are ranked ahead of him. Prescott was efficient, aggressive and accurate, albeit with a poor showing to end the year. Lawrence is currently ranked number 12 on PFF's QB list heading into 2024. If Jones and company were smart, they would have inked Prescott to an extension right after the season that would have freed up salary cap space to add new talent, and the Cowboys would have likely gotten Prescott at a bargain. Instead, Jones didn't make a move, and just like the current situation with CeeDee Lamb, he waited for other teams to give their players new, massive deals which raised the market and price tag he will have to pay for his top players if he wants to keep them as members of the Dallas Cowboys. According to Ian Rappaport of the NFL Network, Prescott is seeking a whopping $60 million per year. Prescott could be looking for a significant payday as Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow both make $55 million per year. There will be no shortage of suitors who want to bring in Prescott as their franchise QB after 2024 and will pay him what he's asking, regardless of how he plays this season. Prescott now holds all the power and he has the choice to ink a deal with Dallas if the Cowboys are willing to make him the highest paid QB in the NFL, or likely handpick his next team, as there will be at least 5 to 6 suitors if not more attempting to sign him and give him a major payday after this season. Seahawks may shockingly trade for star quarterback. The Seattle Seahawks may shockingly trade for star quarterback Dak Prescott this offseason. According to a report, the Seahawks are an obvious landing spot for Prescott if Geno Smith disappoints this upcoming season. Smith's production has been dwindling this past year, with 658 fewer yards and 10 fewer touchdowns. However, he enters his third consecutive season as the starter for the Seahawks, so he has the opportunity to improve his play. It doesn't look like the Cowboys are extending Prescott anytime soon, since they've been signing players at a bargain. The story is always the same for Dallas, as they still haven't given an extension to their top pass catcher, CeeDee Lamb. If he leaves Dallas, some of the other obvious destinations for Prescott would be the Giants, Steelers, Saints, and Titans. Most of these rosters already have a reliable starting quarterback, but things in the league quickly. Prescott is entering the final year of his $160 million contract this season, but his future remains uncertain. There haven't been any negotiations between the two parties to go through with an extension, which could be imminent when he leaves. However, the Cowboys could make the swerve move to get something out of Prescott if he doesn't accept the offer that they give him. Prescott isn't looking to get the big deal, but a fair contract that keeps him around the team for more years. Dallas has been hesitating on doing so, considering the playoff success he's been having the past years. The Cowboys always look promising in the regular season, but turns take a turn in the postseason. The longer that Dallas waits to extend him, the more likely that Prescott goes to another team on a big money deal for a quarterback-needy team. There were rumors this offseason that the Cowboys could trade Prescott in exchange for Derek Carr. This probably seems likely since Dallas has been wanting players at a bargain. If the Cowboys want to tank to rebuild a new roster, then this is probably the route they may take to get rid of Prescott. However, the two parties are still confident that an extension can go through. Anything can happen in the league since Prescott's patience may wear thin and it may cause some frustration in the locker room. The Cowboys haven't done anything this free agency other than signing Eric Kendricks and Ezekiel Elliott to improve their roster. So no one should blame Prescott if he doesn't perform well this season, considering what the Cowboys were giving him this offseason. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Dak Prescott? Leave your opinion in the comments.